Yeah, I mean, this is a fundamental shift in the way professionals think about marketing and advertising. I want to point out that on the flywheel, there are three words you won't see that you see on the traditional funnel: capture, nurture, and convert, right? Because the engaging and the delight inherently fulfills those needs of nurturing and converting. And what I think should also be pointed out is this traditional sales funnel was developed during a limited time of technology and a limited means of engagement with our customers, with our clients, right? Because we are so interconnected, not just in this country, but globally, you your sphere can be so much larger and your technology can engage and delight with so many more, right? So it's this idea that technology can empower the way you engage and delight people that allows you to service a greater number of customers rather than this funnel that inherently had to get smaller because the bandwidth of the individual was only so large and it was actually restricted by the technology of the day, right? So this is a fundamental shift that everyone should understand before taking the next step. So this is great. This is great stuff already.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man, exactly. Like with this is a whole different philosophy when it comes to your content and your social media advertising strategy. So, but like I said, before we even work with any client, before we even talk about content, what they want, they need to understand this core change of mindset here. So this is all about inbound marketing, attracting, not chasing after business. So that's
Love it.
definitely the biggest thing there. So I'm going to go right into our process, and then I'm going to kind of reverse engineer the steps in that. And then I'm going to show you exactly what some actual tangible and tactical things are in each step. Okay. So
Perfect.
our process, I'm going to make sure everybody on this call, if you're watching on Facebook Live, drop your email if you want a copy of this as well, or just this entire webinar. But this is going to be a downloadable social media advertising outline that you guys can actually use and replicate and actually put into your own ideas, your own blogs. You can pour into this document on a quarterly basis and reuse over and over again. Okay. So this is going to be something that after this call we can send out, Randy, for everyone to have. But when it comes to our process, the first thing that has to be noted is you have to understand what type of content you're creating. And the first thing that you can see here is, like with hyperlocal articles or industry related blogs or any other sort of content, you can dictate and you can note to make sure that you're staying on track and you're having a diverse strategy when it comes to your content marketing. So this is, like, you can see an example here of a piece of content that we actually wrote for a client. But you'll see the framework here, and I don't want to go through the actual, like the logistical framework of it. You can see for yourself, but you'll see that once you get the idea of what type of content that you want to put into this plan, and again, we recommend do this on a quarterly basis with your team or with yourself to make sure you stay on track. But put this content in this document to then reference week by week to make sure that you are marking things off, things are posting, getting sent out. So this is a replicate of what we do for our clients. This is a more, like, we actually use like a program we've invested in, but this is in a Google Doc that you guys can use the same exact way. But once you have the brainstorm and the content, the inspiration, maybe you found an article that you want to replicate, that you got inspired to put on your own blog, you can link that stuff so you can always go back. So this is something that I'm going to give to you guys for free and just for you guys to use on your own if you don't already have a scheduling outline or a tool to follow. But I'm basically, the first step, again, is making sure that you understand the philosophy and that you have a game plan that you can implement and actually, stay accountable with. And even if you have a team member, now you have a document that they could use and you could see and make sure that you're staying on track. So those are the first core steps, is making sure the philosophy and making sure you have a plan and a framework in mind.